Hey, what's going on, Power Trip? It's Ryan here on a beautiful Wednesday, and I wanted to shoot a video. I had a couple thoughts come my way, and probably going to turn it into a training segment soon, so you'll be able to say you heard it first. But I want to talk about a word that I see a lot. I don't personally use it that often, but I see it a lot, and that word's frustration. And in World Ventures, what I've found over the last 7.5 years of building the business is there's really about 3 types of frustrations that you're going to encounter. And the idea is to identify which one you are so that way you can overcome it. And they're very simple once you can learn to identify them. And there's a main one that I want to talk about on this video. I could probably talk 40 minutes on each of them, but I want to talk about the main one. But just to cover all the frustration levels that I've particularly seen, the first one is probably the frustration of inconsistency. And that's just where you're super on fire with World Ventures and you're working for about a week and then nothing. And you keep doing it, and you keep just doing that, and you're just inconsistent. Well, people ask me all the time, how'd you hit director so fast? Well, for 6 solid months, I did at least one travel party at my house every single week, plus multiple 2-on-1s and 1-on-1s throughout the day. For 6 solid months, there wasn't a single week that I did not do a travel party. Some people will say that's super slow. Most people that are actually getting this done are doing a travel party every single night. But I'm just telling you, if you aren't at least hosting one travel party a week, you're doing it wrong. Or you're doing it slow. Not wrong, slow. And so if you're getting frustrated, well, you shouldn't be, because you're not even putting enough skin in the game to win quickly. So don't be frustrated. Just understand that inconsistency will really, really cause you to slow down. Another one is the frustration of uncoachability. And this is a tough one because most people don't even recognize it. They think they're doing it right, but in all reality, they're just being so hard-headed, so stubborn. They're doing it their own way. And man, oh man, I can tell you, you're going to get frustrated real quick. The good news and the bad news is that it's absolutely impossible to build this without being coachable. You can have some success, don't get me wrong. This thing's so easy and it's so simple that you can do it wrong and still personally have some success. But you can never build a team. You will never have duplication, and it will always be about you, and you're the one doing everything, and nothing will duplicate. And a lot of times, and you're going to get frustrated. The good news here is most of the time, those people just kind of weed themselves out if they're not being coachable and teachable, so you don't have to deal with them for that long. The bad news is if they just would have been coachable and teachable, they could have done something really big with it. But that's on them. Again, the frustration of not being coachable. But the frustration I want to talk about is the frustration of transition. See, all of us start at World Ventures at a certain point, but we all start to have something better for ourselves and to be something better. And you have to realize, in order to have something better, you have to be better. And in order to be better, you're going to have to stretch the limits of your comfort zone like you've never done before. The only way you can the only thing that will happen by not being uncomfortable is you remain the same. But none of us got in this to remain the same. We all got in this for some level of growth. It don't matter what it is or to what extent. But the only way growth comes is by stretching, is by being uncomfortable, is by pushing the limits. And so for those of us that want something big, that's even more stretch. That's even more push. There's going to be even more obstacles that come our way. And let me just tell you, it's all part of the transition. I talk to so many people all the time, and they just think that they don't know what to do, that they're doing something wrong. There's something wrong with them. There's something wrong with their personality, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, I know they really feel that way, and so I don't want to laugh, but inside I'm kind of laughing because it's like everybody that goes through transition is going to face that. It's nothing new. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing you need to change as far as your personality. It's just the process of the transition. You are transitioning from where you want to be to where you're going to be, or from where you are to where you want to be. And in that transition, you're going to be faced with things you've never seen before. You're going to be faced with emotions that you've never felt. You're going to feel hurts and pains and just things that you've never experienced. But that's part of the process. That's what I'm saying here. Don't get confused in the transition. You're moving from where you are to where you're comfortable, and you're going to where you've never been before. So it's not the time to turn around. It's not the time to quit. It's not the time to get upset with yourself. Just understand you're right there. You're right on the brink of everything being completely different. And that's the reason you're feeling all of that, because you're pushing yourself to a level that you've never been. So please don't get confused in the transition, and don't let the frustration of transition take you out of the game, like I have seen it take a lot of people out of the game, because they think this is it, this is the end of it, this is the bottom line, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, blah blah blah, whatever. And man, they were this close, they were this far away from breaking wide open to that next level and having everything be completely different. So just wanted to shoot that video out. I know it helped somebody if the right people watch this, because it helped me just coming up with it and thinking about it and being able to break through to that next level. So God bless you guys. Peace out.